Vivas, this is do you live in Cookeville? So we know it's to live, vivir is to live. You'll find all these verbs, most of these verbs, not every single one of them, most of them are on verb list 1 in your resource folder if you have a copy of my resource folder. So it's to live. Take off the ER. If you put an ES on it, we can tell exactly who you're talking about. This was an IR verb. There's your ES right there. So vivas would be you live in a statement. Do you live in a question? So this one is asking, do you live in Cookeville? I'm going to say yes, I live in Cookeville. C, vivir, take off the IR, the ending for an IR verb for I. So vivas was do you live in Cookeville? There we go. Do you live in Cookeville? Vivas. C, vivo in Cookeville. Yes, I live in Cookeville. C, vivo in Cookeville. All right. I'm going to scroll down. There's 11 through 20. I'm going to give you a moment to pause the video if you want. I'm going to go through the answers on these a little faster. You should have some idea of how they work now, even if it's a little slow for you. It should be a little slow for you if you're new to this, but the pattern is easy. It just follows this pattern up here at the top right. All right, so 11 through 20. All right, so in number 11, correr again meant to run. So when I say corre él, it's does he run. Por la tarde is in the afternoon. That's por la tarde. So does he run in the afternoon? I'm going to say no, he runs in the morning. No. Él, correr, take off the ER. My ending for an ER verb for he is e. So no, él corre por la mañana. So no, he runs in the morning. Number 12, cocinamos nosotros. Are we cooking? Could also be do we cook. It just depends on which one you're trying to say. So are we cooking? Yes, we are. Cocinar, take off the AR. Yes, we are cooking. Take off the AR. The right ending for an AR verb for we is amos. At any point, if I'm going too fast, all you have to do is pause the video. Make sure you're jumping between, your eyes should be jumping between what I'm typing here on the left and this chart on the right. This chart is the foundation of the language. You cannot get by in Spanish without knowing this chart. It is the foundation for everything. If you don't know this chart, it's the same difference as not being able to switch between I read, he reads. Okay. All right. Number 13, cocina ella. Does she cook? Yes, she cooks. See, ella, cocinar, take off the AR. The ending for an AR verb for she is a. So si, ella cocina. Yes, she cooks. Number 14, this one says, do I study a lot? How do I know? Estudiar is to study. It was conjugated for I. Do I study? So estudio has the O on it. See? Took off the AR. There's your O. So do I study? Mucho. Do I study a lot? Yes, you study a lot. Estudiar. Take off the AR. AS for yes, you study. I can say to in there. I can say the word for you if I want. But estudias is already clear. So yes, you study mucho. Number 15. This one says, does she open? As if like she's working at a job. Does she go in early and open up the store? So does she open? So abre is to open, or abrir is to open. It's an IR verb. They took off the IR, they added an E, put in ella with it. So does she open? So I'm going to say yes, she opens. Yes, she. Abrir, take off the IR. IR ending for she is e. See, ella abre. Yes, she opens. Number 16. This one says, do you study a lot? You know it's you, not just because of the word to there, but because they took off the AR, they added AS. There's only one possibility for the AS. This is do you. So do you study a lot? I'm going to say no, I do not study a lot. You need to practice your negative some. You can't just go around confirming what people say. You got to be able to say no for some things or you get yourself in trouble. So no, I do not. And then estudiar, take off the AR. What do we add for an AR verb for I? It's an O. So no, yo no estudio mucho. Now, let's be clear about this one. Yo estudio is I study. Yo no estudio is I don't study. Okay? And I don't study mucho. I don't study a lot. And then we start at the beginning with no, I do not study a lot. So that's how I'm getting the answer there with a negative. Number 17. Do they listen? ¿Escuchan ellos? Yes, they listen. See? They. Escuchar. Take off the AR. An AR verb for they. We put an. So see, ellos escuchan. Number 18. Aprender is to learn. So the question is asking, do we learn? So I'm going to say, yes, we learn. Sí, nosotros. Aprender, take off the ER. What do we add for an ER verb for we? Hemos. So sí, aprendemos. Notice the only thing that really changed in number 18 was the placement of the word nosotros. This is a statement, so it goes to the left of the verb. If it had been a question, nosotros would have gone to the right of the verb, like it did over here. Aprendemos, nosotros is do we learn. Nosotros aprendemos is we learn. Just the difference between a statement and a question. Number 9. This one's asking, do you all write a lot? We know it's you all because we see the words ustedes plus you see escribir was taken, the IR was taken off and we put EN on it. So IR verb, EN was our ending. It could be do you all write or do they write? How do we know it's you all? The word ustedes is in the sentence. So do you all write a lot? Yes, we write a lot. Escribir, take off the IR, the ending for an IR ending for we is hemos. So sí, escribimos. Number 20. Does he write a lot? Yes, he writes a lot. Sí, él, escribir, take off the IR. IR ending for he is e. So sí, él escribe mucho. Okay. This completes the video on basic conjugation.